Thank you, guys. So I have a story, and usually when I tell people this story, they usually tell me that it sounds eerily similar to a Netflix romantic comedy that came out a few years ago. So I just like to preface the story by saying I didn't steal this from Netflix. Uh, it did really happen. So when I was 17, I was in high school, and I was also a Boy Scout, and I really loved it. I was really into the Scouts, and I actually attained the highest rank, Eagle Scout. And I was really proud of that. I had worked really hard for years to get that, and I was so excited when I got it. But when you're a teenager and you're a Boy Scout, it's not something that you like to tell people. You're a little embarrassed by it, you know? Like, the other Scouts and I in the school, we didn't even say the words Boy Scouts out loud in school. We actually had a code name for it. We call it Yacht Club. We were nowhere near water, nor yachts. But yeah, so we were a little embarrassed by being a Boy Scout. And when you get your Eagle Scout, you get to have something called a Court of Honor. It's like this ceremony that it's really nice that the troop puts on for you. You get to wear your uniform, and some mentors come up and say nice things about you. You get your award, you say the Eagle Scout oath, and you get a cookie cake. It's a nice thing. And so I was writing invitations for my friends and family to come to this Court of Honor. And, you know, when you're a little embarrassed about being a Boy Scout, there's only so many people that you feel comfortable with inviting to see you in your uniform, taking the oath and all that jazz. So, you know, I was a little upset by that because there was only like 5 people that I felt like I was close enough to invite. And I wrote out their invitations, and I sealed them in envelopes, and I wrote the address and everything, but I was like, this kind of sucks, man. I worked really hard. I really wish that there was more people that I can invite. So, I don't know if you guys have ever done like a therapy letter or something where like you have a lot of thoughts and feelings and you gotta get them out, so you just take out a piece of paper and you start writing, and then you don't actually have any intention on sending the letter or giving it to anyone. So I decided to write a few more invitations. I started writing specifically to all of the girls that I had crushes on in the school. And I was just really letting it flow. I was like just putting all my heart and soul into these invitations, really putting out all of the feels, all of my thoughts and feelings. And I don't know what I was going to do with them. I was probably just going to throw them away or put them somewhere. I don't know. But it felt good. It felt good to get all these thoughts and feelings out on paper. And so I put them in 2 separate piles. I had a pile with the 5 invitations I knew I was going to send. I stamped those. I addressed them. I sealed them. Yeah, some of you saw the movie. So, and then the other pile had 15 letters that were put in envelopes and had the name on it, but that was it. There was no stamp, there was no address, not sealed, anything like that. I go to bed the next day, I go to school, and I'm in English class, and I get a text from my dad. And it says, "Hey Ryan, I saw your letters, and we didn't have enough stamps, so I took them to the post office and sent them myself. Love you, Dad." Super confused by that. I run to the bathroom and I call him. I'm like, "Dad, what are you talking about? We didn't have enough stamps. I was only sending 5 letters. Turns out, he found the letters. He thought the 15 that were in one pile were just unfinished. He found the addresses of these girls in the school directory. And we didn't have enough stamps. So instead of just putting them in the mailbox where he could have just walked out and grabbed them, he took them to the post office, had them stamped there, and sent. So I was like, "Dad, you don't understand. This is going to ruin my life. You have to run down there and grab those letters right now." I hang up the phone, I sit in the bathroom for about 10 minutes, and I get a text from him, and it just says, "I was too late. They're all gone." and my heart just sank. I wanted to throw up. I was so upset. It's like the only thing worse than everyone you love knowing exactly what you think of them is knowing that they're going to find out in 3 to 5 business days. I walk back into English class and I'm looking around the room and I'm like, she's getting a letter, she's getting a letter, she's getting a letter. I mean, my next thought was like, I have to switch schools. Like, I can't stay here. This is gonna be all that anyone talks about forever. So the next few days were a lot of agony, just waiting for the storm to hit. And, nothing was happening. People weren't coming up to me, and I was like, maybe a miracle happened. Maybe the mail truck just slid off the road into a river or something, and the mailman got out fine, but the mail was messed up. And, you can say what you want about the post office, but they are reliable. They all got the letters. And I was very lucky in that the girls were all very kind about it. They didn't try to embarrass me about it. In fact, a lot of them thought it was pretty sweet. So, they weren't starting rumors about me. It felt like I was very relieved by that. And the craziest part is that when we actually had the Eagle Scout ceremony, a few of those girls actually came. And we're still friends to this day. So, love, it's hurtful and it's embarrassing and it's weird, but every once in a while it's great, and that's what keeps us coming back. Thank you, guys.